Welcome back to the Crypto's Key conversation. We're going to quickly jump into CoinGecko here. We're currently sitting at a $2.13 trillion market cap. We're up from yesterday, but we're seeing a lot of red here. Bitcoin sitting at 42,300, Ethereum sitting at 3,200, Binance Coin sitting at 473, Tether is Tether, Cardano sitting at a 149, Solana sitting at a 141, XRP is down, currently sitting at 75 cents, Terra sitting at 79.78, DOT sitting at 25.93, and so on. Coming here, looking at the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, we're currently up 1 point. We're up to 22. Yesterday was a 21. But as you can see, there's still a lot of fear and uncertainty in the market. As you can see, last month, last week, yesterday, and so on. We're going to quickly start here with John E. Deaton's tweet here. He says, the Hinman speech remains on the SEC website. The day the SEC removes it, if they remove it, is the day we know for sure Ether folks might be next. So this ties into, what's been going on with this Ripple and Verse SEC case, and Crypto Area just posted something from a former SEC Office of Internet Enforcement chairman here. He says, she says, the most recent SEC versus Ripple decision by Judge Netburn, who is a real winner. So coming over here to the LinkedIn here, this is John Reed Stark. He says, here's where Ripple may try to spin the decisions. Judge Netburn did order the SEC to produce certain emails concerning the Hinman speech or draft versions, because those emails concerning the speech or draft versions are neither pre-decisional nor deliberative agency documents entitled to protection. This seems like a Ripple win, right? Not so fast. Unless the emails contain a smoking gun, this is a Pyrrhic victory for Ripple at best. So what he means by a Pyrrhic, a victory that is not worth winning because so much is lost to achieve it. So coming down here, in other words, Hinman's speech had little to do with the formulation or exercise of SEC policy oriented judgment, which one, makes it harder for Ripple officials to argue that their reliance on the speech was not reckless, and two, weakens Ripple's argument that anyone at Ripple acted reasonably when relying on Hinman's speech. So pretty much he says, good luck to Ripple and kudos for trying, but hanging your hat on an SEC speech to win your motion to dismiss or motion for summary judgment just became even more of a long shot. So this is this former chair or some former chief of the SEC Office of Internet Enforcement. This is James Reed Stark. So that's kind of his opinion on based on the the judgment that we've recently got as Ripple and XRP holders here. So coming over here, digital asset investor loves exposing Joe Lubin and just his mockery and just his gloating ability whenever he goes on like all these podcasts, and he has just like all these talks and chats where he just literally just walking around gloating. He says you can snap your fingers and create $1 billion worth of your own magic internet money. The entire crypto industry begs for clarity. While this guy brags about his money printing factory you gave him with Ethereum free pass. Shame. So we're going to take a listen to this.
And I would argue that the nature of money is qualitatively shifting. So though we will have so many different kinds of money, they will be community money or contextual money or tribal money. Certainly nation states will still have money, but all these money systems will be interoperable. And in a world where you can, with an idea, you can form a community, and then you can snap your fingers and create $1 billion worth of your own magic internet money, and your community, if it's really engaged, will accept it to build out what you all care about.
So I mean that's literally what we're dealing with, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So coming over here, digital asset investor is responding to Melton Demur's tweet here that says this year's midterm elections will forever alter the American excuse me. This year's midterm election will forever alter the American political landscape and cement the importance of pro-innovation and specifically pro-cryptocurrency policy as a key voter issue. So he says, correction, the XRP army crashed the midterms. No BTC Maxi were even talking about this until we began to expose the Ethereum free pass. They didn't care when the SEC went after Ripple. Fear motivates them now because they saw BTC and Ethereum fake clarity in harm's way. I mean, from what we've seen, I couldn't agree more with, and I'm glad he had tweeted this because I couldn't agree more with it. There's been more coming out just because of all the work and effort from all the community members that's been taking part in this cause against the Ripple versus SEC case and really trying to expose what's been going on behind closed doors. So coming over here next, this is Jake Travinsky. He tweeted, no matter your view on Ripple, two things seem clear. One, they're giving the SEC more trouble than anyone in crypto, maybe more than anyone, period, including Elon. Two, they are leading dispute. They are leading the dispute on securities law, if only because they will fight to the death, unlike those who caved and settled. Absolutely, that is absolutely true, and it's powerful because there have been a lot of, whenever it comes to overbearing, overpowering SEC, whenever they put their foot down on something, companies, people tend to, cave. But, they Ripple and the community truly believes they're on the right side of law, on the right side of history, and they know that they're in the right. So they're going to fight for what's right. And this is huge for the entire crypto industry, because truly, if Ripple does not win this case, who knows, what kind of, overbearing and overpowering, regulations the SEC is going to dump on the crypto market. So this is massive that Ripple wins this. So coming over here, Barry Silbert had tweeted, just had my first Senate candidate reach out to inquire how best to secure the support of the crypto industry in their run for office. A digital asset investor responded here, said, make sure you tell them there are a lot more digital assets than Bitcoin and Ethereum. The crypto industry as a whole should be represented this time. So he's kind of throwing a jab, kind of showing like, hey, when that venture capital working group was established to, gather all the industry players, it's like, hey, you were missing other industry players. So like, make sure that they are aware that there's more than just Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's a lot of assets out there, and not even just the ones that are built on Ethereum itself. So I thought that was pretty powerful. Now it's a little bit of humor. So this was kind of blowing up back on January 13th when Vitalik had created a poll, and this was after all of the whole Ethereum free pass speech stuff started blowing up to, all these other, people out into, the Twitterverse and just out in the world that weren't really paying attention to the Ripple versus SEC case and this whole Bill Hinman speech. And like, he ended up posting this, which is kind of odd. It says, poll for Ethereum community. You wake up in 2035 and 80% of all transaction savings in the world are in one currency that is not ETH. What would you prefer it to be? So he has his list here. ADA ended up destroying. But then the digital asset investor posted one. He says, poll for Ethereum community. You wake up in 2035 and 80% of all transaction savings in the world are in one currency that is not Ethereum, because the Ethereum free pass speech has exposed and the SEC declares it a security. Which digital asset takes its place rightfully so? And then he posted XRP and XLM, and XRP has been dominating. So I just thought that was awesome, because it was just like a little bit of humor behind everything too. And then this guy's really just been really, full steam ahead, trying to, gather all the information he can from other community members, sending him stuff and just educating himself and educating the community on kind of what's been going on. So ending it here, blockchain backer had tweeted, this was yesterday, he says, I've been looking at charts all afternoon. I'm absurdly bullish on the altcoin market and borderline FOMO. So I'm a big advocate of, listening to blockchain backers' technical analysis of what's going on in the markets. And to hear him say that is really excites me. And then you have, guys like Kevin Cage that come to say, it only takes one big green candle and everyone will be back in euphoria. And that's so true. It seems like whenever we are in this extreme fear and just the fear range in general, like, it tends to seem to be so much negativity going on within Twitter and, just out in the world when it comes to, our space in particular. But then like, whenever you do get that, one big green candle and there's a lot of green happening, that euphoria comes back and everyone's buying and everybody's talking about it and everybody's positive. So all it takes is one big green candle. So I'm just, accumulate what I can as we speak, and holding strong and just waiting for that day that euphoria does come back, because I have high conviction on this space, and I truly believe in the future of the crypto market, especially when it comes to Ripple and XRP. With all that being said, stay strong out there, be safe.